What's up, everybody? It is your favorite not so local poet anymore, Brandon Leak, winner of America's Got Talent season 15 and the first and only spoken word artist to not only make the show, but win the whole thing.
There's no more time left for fear. Only time left to build more memories, longer legacies. Aaliyah, in you, I will plant the best of me. My love, my passion, my drive, my hope, it all lies in you because, boo-boo, what you've yet to realize is so many nights as a child, I would pray for the earth in hopes that I could change it.
I mean, like, it's been almost a full year since I won the show. So since then, despite COVID, I hit the road, man. We went to 27 different states in the past 10 months, performing at comedy clubs, theaters, all over the place. And I think probably the greatest reception that's come from it is people learning that, oh, hey, Brandon's like wildly entertaining even when he's not doing poems. It's kind of like stand-up comedy in a sense, where spoken word artists have to build tension with words, but we don't just have to make you laugh. We can make you cry, we can make you smile, we can make you do whatever we want you to do. And so it's been a really beautiful thing to be able to hit the road. I filmed and made a movie. I wrote a movie entitled Complexity, hired a crew, hired actors, filmed it in my hometown of Stockton, California, and it's been a beautiful process. And now we're editing, which is like the most nerve-wracking process. You essentially say, hey, so like I spent all this money, here's all my money, make it beautiful. And it's like the biggest leap of faith I've ever had to take outside of following Jesus Christ. So yeah.
Stardust has turned splendid spectacle for passerbyers to watch in awe of my death. So yes, my mother's greatest fear is that I won't return home breathing, blood pulsing through these veins enough to still be her Pookie. And my mama warned me, son, don't you dare get caught at the wrong place at the wrong time with that wrong colored skin, because those 3 strikes, they lead to pine box convictions, and I need you to return home my Pookie again. So dear mom.
I think the therapy is always in the writing and sometimes in the sharing. Like the sharing, you know, it's getting it off your chest. It's allowing the world to finally see it. And, you know, there's a power in saying words, because you can write down I love you to somebody and it won't hit the same as actually telling somebody I love you. You know what I mean? So I think there's a combination of both. I think the artistry comes in how it arrives, not what I say. Because like being able to like craft words beautifully is a part of it, but being able to like understand how I'm supposed to convey that to you. Because saying that really hurt versus being like that's agonizing, like those two express the same emotion, but one's a greater sense of it. And so yeah, it's there's a lot there, to say the least. Always was a fan of words. Part of the reason is because I've inherited my mother's awful ability with numbers. Math is not our forte or skill set in the least bit. So words have always been something that I've loved. Like I always tell people that like I grew up in the golden age of cartoons and television. Like, you know, cartoons like Hey Arnold with like all these narrative points in which you got to see the story develop and grow were like so beautiful to watch, because there was so many lessons learned, and being able to pay attention to the story versus like, for instance, like a show like SpongeBob. Like I like SpongeBob, but SpongeBob has no messaging to it. It's purely fanatical entertainment. Like that's kind of the point of it. And a lot of television, in particular cartoons, have grown to be that. I grew up in a time where the words mattered, where the story mattered. And I learned how to invest in stories because of shows like that, because of Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events, like because of those things. So words have always been my jam.
Isn't that the battle that we all face in coming home? Constantly being viewed from a lens far too old for a proper view. Your gaze of this place has grown askew.
People be trying to talk to me in rhyme, and I'm like, dog, if you listen to the majority of my poems, they don't rhyme half of the moments that I'm spitting them, because the reason I fell in love with spoken word is because it didn't have rules. Like, you can write however you choose. It didn't have to be hip hop where I had to come up with this, bars and bars and bars and like stick to this cadence. No, like I could just focus on the narrative. And so it's either when people be coming with me with like, like all this deep, esoteric, esoterical, spiritual, lyrical, miracle stuff. I'm like, yo, just be you. Like, just be you. That's all I care about. Because I'll turn you into a funny poem real quick if you do that to me. Yeah, I think the coolest part is everybody has their own natural cadence, right? Like, when I talk about not being beholden to a cadence, I mean to like an instrumental cadence, like to a beat, like with hip hop. Like, because like, for instance, like I could do what Blueface does and not rap on beat, but then like that's like avoiding the purpose, right? Like what I get the chance to do is the beauty of spoken word is that the narrative is the most important part to it. The artistry just helps convey the narrative. Where in hip hop or in singing, you have to obey the rules of it, or else you stop doing what that art form is actually about.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If you're lost, we're all a little lost, and it's all right. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If you're lost, we're all a little lost, and it's all right. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. I wrote 100 pages, but I burned them all. Yeah, I burned them all.
NightBirde, I am praying for your health. I know that you're going through an immensely difficult time and chasing after your dream. It's saddening that you had to bow out at this current moment in time, because you were my favorite to win the whole show. But no, honestly, it's hard to say because there's so much talent that is up there. I'm blanking on the name. There's a dance crew that like kind of really rocked with.
Yeah. I know.
And so I was like, yo, fam, like y'all, like if y'all can continue to elevate, like y'all gonna be a problem. Like y'all gonna be a real problem. And so, yeah, fam, I'm just looking forward to whoever wins this season come rock with me on AGT Champions whenever they bring that back, because I'm trying to go do this AGT Champions thing. So NBC, make sure that you get that show back, because I'm trying to come rock. Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon Leak, season winner of America's Got Talent 15, spoken word artist. And you've just been buzzed. I've just been buzzed. It's something like that. Anyway, enjoy y'all day.